Hello there, survivors! Welcome back to the ARK Survival Ascended live stream. Today, we're going to be rebuilding this bigger snow ruin. A lot of people have been asking for this ever since I rebuilt the other snow ruin, which when we did the rebuild turned out to be quite big already. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. This is going to be absolutely huge. So we will see what we can do, but it should be fun. It should be fun. It is a pretty cool looking ruin, so hopefully we can get something nice going for us there as well, and make another cool looking base. We're gonna do something a little bit different, obviously, because I mean we did the first one over here with mostly the concrete custom cosmetics, which looks great, fits in very well with the theme, but just to do the similar thing on the other ruin I feel like is a little bit boring. So we are going to be rebuilding this one, but we're gonna probably go for a little bit of a different kind of style for this one. But the most important thing, and I'll say this every time we do a ruin, will be getting the foundations in right, making sure that we get that foundation everywhere, and try to connect the foundation support through the various levels of the build so that it's easier to get away with some cool designs. So yeah, that is the plan. We'll see how that works. Let's take a little bit of a look at the ruin that we're working with. It is a very big ruin. It is also more destroyed, I think, than the other one. Like, there's definitely a giant hole in this top layer. We have a few layers in between, actually. And this is going to be interesting because there's like a height difference. And that might cause some issues. We will see. But yeah, then you have this lovely big area over here. This is definitely going to be the biggest floor. And then you have this side building as well, which is absolutely huge, which we can in fact connect to the next layer, hopefully. So that should be fun. But yeah, it has a nice feature. That's probably going to be the easier part of the build, I would guess, but who knows. It's a big ruin, it's a big build. And then of course we have this area underneath it as well, that I mean that's obviously going to be the dino pen. So we'll see in what way we can kind of work that into it. Worst case or easiest case is of course just placing some gates and calling it quits. But yeah, we're gonna try of course to make it look a little bit nicer. I think that what we do want to do is have the staircase somewhere reasonable, like maybe over here. That seems like a natural start to the staircase. I mean otherwise it would be down some of these holes, but I don't know if that's the best idea. And it seems to be the only like planned connection for a staircase down, so we're gonna see. But hello there everyone, welcome in. Hopefully you have having a good day. The weekend is started, right? I mean it's been a bit of a weird week with being off work with Christmas anyway, so yeah, there we go. We already have some built-in rhinos on top. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so I think the first kind of challenge will be, where do we start with our foundation, and will it work out as well as it did on the other one? I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that is to start somewhere and then start building and then hope and pray for the best results. Trying to see which corner makes the most sense. I don't know. Okay, let's take out some foundations. Let's make sure that we can get working on this ruin. Like obviously I would say we line it up there and we should be good, but there's this little extra bit. Hello there, I'm getting a text by Rex. Hello there, average gamer. Welcome in. Thank you so much for becoming a survivor. Hello there, player. Welcome in. Let's see. What would be the best place to start this foundation? Would it just be in this corner? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Okay. So let's see. This looks pretty good. Pretty smooth to the other side, I would say. Ooh, this slightly starting to get a gap. I don't know if that's because I didn't place it correctly or if this ruin might not be as straightly built as the other. That does feel like there might be a slight twist in this. All right. Well, as I always say, the most important and usually also the most difficult thing is getting the foundations in right. So I guess we'll give that another go. We want to make sure that we align them nicely. There we go. So that seems okay. Obviously that's gonna kind of overlap over there, but that's fine, I think. And then this is definitely now going into the wall, which makes me believe that this might not be as straight of a ruin as the other one used to be. But it might not be the end of the world. We don't see anything. Well, I feel like this this wall might not be, well, might not be a straight line. Let's see if we do it somewhere else, because I feel like I'm placing it very much in the corner, and both times we got different results. So let's see if we pick a corner in this build, if there's something better. The only issue here would be that cutout part. But we'll see. All right, let's pick this corner. Can't place a structure here. Why not? Why? Oh, is it because the Titan arena? It is. Well, that kind of sucks. We can't build in the corner. It's only that corner? Like, yeah, see? We can't get too close to that corner. Well, that's going to be interesting. Yep, that is interesting. Well, that certainly makes this a little bit more difficult, doesn't it? I guess we have an open corner then. Hello there, Raz. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, well, yeah, not too sure about that. Okay. There we go. Let's see. I mean, that's not too bad. Why do I feel like this is also not a straight line? I'm going crazy. How did we do so well the other time? This ruin is cursed. It definitely isn't great that that one corner can't be built in. Do we need... Is there any corner where I can ignore the problems? Okay. I feel like that kind of aligned quite nicely. Although this seems to be going into the build again. That's... I'm going, going crazy now. Am I really placing these that bad? Or are these walls just not straight? Which would not be great if they're not that straight, because that really complicates things. Yeah, I mean, gonna lose my sanity here otherwise. Yeah, they're definitely not straight. God dang it. Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna matter, Banana. I don't think these walls are straight. I think that is the issue. Yeah, these walls aren't straight. Okay, well, I think this one is decent. And we're just gonna have to somehow work with the fact that the walls of the ruin itself are not entirely right. But let's see how far we get with this outline if we just kind of follow this around. Because maybe we can make it work. I feel like this isn't too bad. Can I get away with those? Probably. This is quite a thick build. So there we go. There we go. It's definitely not gonna make it easier for the kind of walls and windows. Oh, well, that's annoying. I guess the biggest thing is going to be this corner. Yeah, we can't build here at all. And I'm guessing that's because that's where you spawn the Titan, and it probably has like some kind of circle where you can't build. And it is literally just that corner bit. And I don't think it's going to let me build any kind of structure there. Yeah. So we have a few decisions to make, I suppose. Like, preferably, of course, I think one grid would be best, because then design-wise, we can do multiple things. But if the ruin isn't straight, it's going to be quite annoying for walls and stuff. Right, so, you know, I guess we can make this work. Actually, can you harvest these railings, or are they not harvestable? Okay, they are not harvestable, because I know you can get rid of the tables and stuff. But because realistically, like, if this is here, I mean, I guess we can just, I don't know. We can probably figure something out, right? Okay, let's continue the outline before we make a decision whether we like the placement in general or not? That's fine. Here on this side, this works perfectly. That is refreshing. Oh, these walls are very thick. That makes it a little bit easier. I guess then it doesn't really matter too much if there's an overlap, and then lining up that other side was the right call to do. Wait, let's actually check if this isn't... Nope, it's still not showing. These are thick walls. There's some very thick walls on this build. All right, well, I mean, I guess then we can probably make it work. Because a lot of these parts are anyway already having walls, partially at least, from the build itself. Those we are gonna see, okay. So for those, we would have to use the little guys. There we go. This one is lining up very nicely as well. Look at this. Yeah, that's fine. We can have a little indent for the window. What the heck? Where did that one go? My foundation just ascended. Okay. But I think in general, this foundation that we started with wasn't that bad. Like, if this is the only part where it's a little bit awkward, we can definitely figure a way around that. And then... yeah, this is also awkward, of course, because of the build restrictions, but we'll work around that as well. It will be easy. We'll do it. It's still going to be a giant build. Look at... I've just done the first floor. How big... oh, this is going to be an insane build, isn't it? Let's just hope and see if we can do it all in one go. Because, yeah, it might be a big boy. Although, I guess as soon as the foundations are down, it really also speeds up the process a lot, doesn't it? Alright, let's see. How do these turn out? That's probably what we want to do, so that we don't overlap too much into this area. Nope. There we go. I'll have to follow the oh god, the shape around like this. Why not? There we go. Okay. Nope. There we go. All right. It's working. Because I guess the first kind of important entrance is going to be this one here, where we want to have like a staircase going down. Okay, let's get some metal structures out here in my inventory so I don't have to search for them every time. There we go. Probably want this. We'll want the wall. Some railings. This one usually is good. There we go. Ceiling. This one. That's fine. Okay, so this is where the main entrance would be. Would it be a too wide? I think it would be too wide. Okay, so that would be a big staircase, unless we, of course, want to probably go for a little bit more of a custom design. The only thing that I'm thinking about now is that could we align everything a little bit more to the right? I mean, I guess we could, but I mean, then we just would have issues in other places, right? Would we? I think I'm gonna try a part of the build where we have a different grid just to see what it would end up like, and if we can maybe slightly improve on what we have currently. So we're not getting rid of everything yet, just in case it doesn't work out better, but in case it does. So what I want to kind of try is, if I line it up with this entrance, like this, where would I end up at? Oh, that is perfect. Okay. I might restart the grid from the stairs. I don't know if it's worth it, if I'm really gonna change that much. But at least the entrance is gonna look nicer. So I guess on this side, I mean, I guess that doesn't have to be bad, because we can make a little balcony out of that. It is really nice on this side, however. Like, this is a perfect alignment now. Is it worth giving it a go? I think it is, right? I think it is. Because we can definitely work with those other gaps. We could figure something out in design. And all of the other walls are mostly like connected to the interior anyway, like the existing walls. So there the overlap doesn't matter. But now on one of the, probably the main view, because you're going to be watching the build most from this side. So we wanted this have the best alignment. This we can get away with some other things, I think. Okay, so for now we'll clear out this part of the foundations. And we'll see how that will look with the new grid. So first of all, we would go around like this. That's totally fine. That's quite nice. There we go. See how this aligns. Yeah, this is quite nice, isn't it? This is still pretty good. Just a tiny gap, but that's totally acceptable. Slightly going away from the side, but that's fine. Yeah, I feel like it might be worth going for this one, to be honest. Ooh, see how close we can get now to the corner? Although there's still a little gap, but I feel like it was bigger before the gap. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I do feel like it's probably gonna be worth going for this grid. I kind of like the way it looks now, which does mean that we have to clear out all of the other grid, but that shouldn't be too much work. There we go. So yeah, I mean, this is what I always say. Getting the grid right is the most important part. Hello there, Stark. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, well, we'll just clear out a bunch of this. There we go. Oh, geez. We're almost there. Back to the new grid. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the right choice, because the entrance is quite nice if that at least looks good, right? If that's like somewhat properly aligned. All right, let's take these around now to see what they will look like. Do I want to get rid of some of these crystals? I haven't played Extinction that much on AZ, but I do not believe that these exact ones are on AZ at least. I think these are new. There we go. Get rid of the crystal. Give us a little bit more clean look. Yeah. And I feel like it's worth going for this slightly better foundation. Cause yeah, the entrance, as I said, the entrance, we definitely want to make sure that it's looking nice, right? It's quite important to get that going nicely. Want to make an impression when I enter the build for sure. There we go. See, this is also not too bad still. That foundation is poking through, so that needs to be quarters. That will be quarters as well. There we go. And then this should still line up nicely. We shouldn't see any foundations there. That's good. My PC is very, very, very good. I'm running a 4090 and a Ryzen, what is it? 7800 3XD or something. I always forget. It's a good one. It's a big boy. Wait, did I not delete those? Okay. All right, so these ones on the edge we want to get rid of. Okay, yeah. The edges are gonna have to be quarters on this side now, but I mean, that is fine. Yeah, I'm not, I don't think you would be able to do this whole build on official. I feel like that's just asking for hitting the structure limit, right? Because we're gonna use a crazy amount of structures just filling in all the foundations, I feel like. Especially with those little quarters in some spots. There we go. We have no overlapping things. So we should be good there. And we can continue with the foundations all the way over here. Hello there. Hello there. Welcome in. But to be fair, I don't know how much you are even allowed to overlap on official into the room walls. That kind of also influences if you're able to like completely rebuild it, or you have to be just building inside of it. But to be honest, I mean, this is a giant structure anyway. I don't know if you need all the space. All right, so we have the new grid. Which means that we now can have a proper entrance here. There we go. Actually, what I might do, which might be surprising, is I might go for this and then have the stairs go down the side like this. And then we can make them go down here. Because I feel like that's a little bit less obstructive. And especially now that it connects to that, I think that's quite nice. Hello there, War. Yeah, I saw that you guys moved in here. It is a pretty cool place. I loved rebuilding the other one, and I instantly was swarmed with requests to do the other one, so here we are. There we go. So yeah, I think making the staircases go like this and then turn is going to be a good call. It's not going to be as flush with the side structure here, but that's fine. You know, now at least the staircases come down at the side of whatever dino pen is going to be down here instead of being like the center. And I don't know if I'm going to want to try to maybe get like a foundation going for this level. Because obviously that's going to be tricky with this ice. Although, I don't mind having the ice come into the base, right? Where would we want the entrance to be? That is the big question. Could we fit a behemoth gate in here? Definitely not. Definitely not. I should have known. I mean, I did know, but, you know, gotta try. But what we might be able to do, because we have new doors, is get one like this. But of course, we do not have a middle right now. These are those two. So... okay, if that's the middle... like this. I want to kind of offset it like this. Because we might be able... there we go, that would be the middle, but then... probably like this. That lines up. Some nice barn doors. There we go. I think that's quite nice. Oh, it lines up with this level. Yeah. And then, of course, we can work that in. I don't mind that there's like the ice poking through here. Oh, damn it. I deleted it. I wanted to close it. Why do I always mispress? There we go. Okay, let's see. So this is then the wall that we would want, which I think is totally fine. There we go. So yeah, that would be the entrance on this side. Which, once again, I don't mind. I think that's a nice enough entrance. And then a little bit with the ice flowing in, but I feel like that's fitting for the area, right? That's just nice aesthetics. And then of course we're gonna have to figure out some kind of wall here. Because obviously there's a staircase there. But I feel like that might already be it. Or would we want maybe a little window there? There we go. Do we want other things? We'll find out when we need them. There we go. Yeah, probably nice to have a little window. There we go, just like that. And then probably what we would do is make this into some supports here to the side. Just like that. Right. These as well. And then that's probably where we just want to fill those in. And then all we need is to fill in the rest of this, which I'm guessing isn't going to be too difficult. Just kind of fill in this wall. Join which servers? My servers? My servers, yeah, those are still available. I don't know about official. I don't play official ever. There we go. So we'll probably have some nice pillars around the gate just to kind of reinforce it. There we go. My servers, the info is all on Discord. There we go. Yeah, that works as an entrance. Not sure if we're gonna be able to keep it all on the same foundation, but we'll figure that out. I mean, it's a big place that we're working with. So I think let's just see what happens if we bring this up. That's actually all fine. That's totally fine. Then there's a big iceberg there, but that's all right. Let's see, where will this take me and how far? Because it's easy to assume that at some point we would have to go into a lower layer, because this is already not wanting to support everywhere. Now that isn't necessarily a problem for me, but for poor people on without mods it might be. But I guess then you just have to use a bunch of ceilings to get it all done. Ceilings and pillars. Oh wait, what's going on here? There we go. Yeah, I suppose those don't need to be there because we're definitely keeping this foundation going for a little bit. Do we want foundation support through the whole hangar? Probably, preferably, because that means that we'll have, because the foundations is already connected. So if we do, it is already, you know, connecting the two. So it could be really good. Let's see, just for my sanity, if we have this grid up here. There we go. Obviously, we're gonna have to get rid of a bunch of the trees. If we go in by some ramps, which is basically half a foundation, right? Or half a wall. Can we then get the foundation there? We should be able to. And then we've lowered it by a half, which should be nice, and that should allow us to continue for a little bit longer. Definitely not making it all the way, but seems like we're making it a decent distance. Maybe we went one too far. Two. Okay, because it's easier if we do it the entire grid the same. Just like that. And of course, there's a bunch of this snow in here, but that's fine. We accept those details and we welcome that as a little bit of extra decoration, right? The building in the snow, so obviously our basement is gonna have some snow in it. That's fine. There we go. Seems to be working, so that basically means we have the whole or a lot of the basement now covered. Oh geez. Is it not gonna work for everywhere? There we go. We're just gonna fill in as much as we can, and then there's some areas in between we can easily add ceilings. That's not big a deal. We should still have foundation support everywhere. There's a bunch of trees down here that we're going to be taking out eventually. Yeah, this is definitely like garage and grinder and just tames and stuff like that. They can easily go down here because this is a big space. There we go. So there's just a few of these where we can't place the full foundations. That's fine. There we go. And then for these little corners, we can just fill it in with some ceiling. There we go. And then, yeah, there we go. Just fill this all in. Look at that. This is gonna be pretty big down here. For here, I think we're gonna just start it with these quarter walls so that we can kind of just still go with the same snap points as above. And I mean, probably we just want to fill in this wall. because most of it is is like covered by this iceberg anyway. So I don't think we're gonna do much of a design. Maybe like one little slit window. There we go, just like this. So that we still have a little bit, you know, going on here. I think that's nice. That looks pretty good, actually. And we will, of course, fill this one in. Do we just want to have maybe 2 big windows here? I mean, why not, right? There we go. And then we can fill these in. All right, that's a cool little corner. And probably we just want to add a pillar there too, right? Do we? Maybe. We can always take it away. But yeah, I feel like that's quite nice. And then we have the entrance looking quite nice. Okay, there we go. So definitely plenty of space is going to be down here in the garage. Dino pen, whatever we want to make it. There we go. So this would be another half foundation. Do we want to go full? Definitely not. Okay, so we'll keep connecting these, and then I mean, hopefully for most of this we should be able to keep the foundations going. Of course, there's a little bit of a dip down there. But I do think following this line would be good. All right, we want to try again. Can we fit the behemoth gate in here? Well, we might actually be able to. The only downside, I don't think it was completely lined up in the middle. But we might be able to. There we go. If we use some quarter foundations there. Well, can't continue any further, but that's fine. Okay, so technically they stick out, but you don't see anything with the ceilings going on like this, or the foundations here. So yeah, why not have a nice big gate here? Yeah, we see nothing. There we go. Nice big entrance here to our garage. The only downside now is that yeah, of course the snap point is gonna be tricky, but what we can maybe do is do this, then we can take out these walls, and then we have the foundation here that we would have normally, so we can still fill in this wall here. Perfect. And we should be able to add in this little wall there too. There we go. All right, then this corner actually needs to be different anyway because of what happens up there. So what we probably want to do is bring this in. And then maybe... I mean, it's still not gonna work in the way we want to. I guess we already have a Megatherium here in our dino pen. That's fine. Well, I kind of think that we will have to go with the different snap point here for this part and just fill this in so that we do have the foundation support. And then we'll be able to fill in the gaps with ceilings. There we go. And then I guess... I suppose... we could add another one of these. Because technically it shouldn't do anything else than the other one. And that does save us some room, of course, just adding these in. There we go. And if we just add the ramps, no one will ever know that there might be some gaps. There we go. So that would be one door, that would be the other door, and that kind of already makes this into a very usable space. There we go. That one definitely goes all the way up. That one all the way down, and I think, yeah, we do maybe want to add another window here. There we go. Perfect. All right, now all we really need to do is kind of fill in the remaining bit of the Dino Pen garage, whatever floats your boat or rides your battle rig. And then we have the, I guess the basement this would be, because it's not really the base, it's more, yeah, literally your basement where you can hide all your dino breeding, your garage, your whatever you want to do here. All right, let's fill in all the possible spots that we still can. There we go. But yeah, that is a pretty serious area, I would say, that you can use down here, especially once we take out all the trees and stuff. That is a pretty big spot, isn't it? All right, well, I guess the basement, the garage is done, and we have the entrance to this part here, so that's good. Now we have to just keep on building the rest of the layers, which should be totally fine. First of all, let's make sure that we don't go into the night. There we go. Yeah, let's focus on this half first, kind of where the entrance to the whole build will be. And then whatever this room is going to be with the city terminal. Wait, is this a fake terminal like the other ruin, or is this... No, this one we can use, so this is actually useful. You can use this for crafting. There we go. That is now part of the base. Part of our home. There we go. That's all good. Okay, so obviously we can't build right into this corner, so I think we're just gonna embrace it by making this like a little garden that yeah, you know, that we won't be able to access. That's fine. We'll just have it like this. And then I think I want this wall to just go up like that. It's probably going to be a glass corner there. Wait, why can't I? Can't place these walls? That's weird. Do I want to raise this wall? Probably. I think that is the kind of vibe we're going for. That's probably gonna be a doorway. Hello there, Dan. Welcome, man. Yeah, happy holidays to you as well. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, that area downstairs definitely is big enough for a base, for sure. Like, this is such... I don't know why people kept asking me to rebuild this one, because the other one was already pretty big, but this one is massive. Like, you could... A whole tribe could easily live down here with everything. And then we have so many layers to go, guys. This build is huge. All right. Well, better keep building then. I think this is just going to be a glass wall where you can look in this sad little garden bit and see the destroyed benches because we can't build in the corner. And then we'll have... Well, apparently I can't even build my pillar there. Which kind of makes me want to not put a pillar there at all. You kind of don't need to. There is already a natural pillar there, so that's fine. We'll use one on this side. We'll use one here. And then we'll probably use one here. All right. So for this part, the window, we just kind of want to fill this little corner in like this. I guess this is a workaround. We just make a design choice to have a little extra shape. Oh my god, we're not allowed to build here either. So there's some weird invisible force field there where I can't place any parts there. Is that like hitting... Well, I guess we have an open window here, guys. For some reason, you know, it was a little bit hot. Might be difficult to imagine, but yeah, we opened the window. I don't know why. It's not allowing me to place anything there. I guess we could make the garden bigger. Could we? Yeah, we could easily do that. Please. Okay. Yeah, we'll just make the garden bigger there, because otherwise it is quite random if like our window is just open there for no particular reason. Oh, I guess this pillar is giving support. There we go. All right, so we just move this back even further. The garden is just slightly bigger than we first thought. There we go. Man, I'm gonna have to build every single ruin. I'm not sure which ruin you mean, but maybe. Desert Ruin could be cool. Oh, I'm really enjoying Extinction. And I didn't think I would as much. Like, at first I was really annoyed by the news that we were getting Extinction first instead of Ragnarok, because I was mostly just looking forward to that a lot. And I played Extinction a little bit on ASE, but I mean, it definitely wasn't my favorite. And maybe it was also a little bit of Aberration that was like, I don't know how good it is going to be, because Aberration had it issues, of course. But so far, I must say, Extinction has actually been really nice. Not really as many issues. And it looks amazing. These new ruins were really good. I've done some fun builds with the Wasteland skins. Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. And I haven't really survivaled too much yet, but that had a reason, because there was a big secret why I didn't want to start my survival, just to restart it. But now I can finally talk about it. I will be starting my survival playthrough in a week. Next week, I will start on Monarchy, the Thunderdome. But yeah, performance here is great. So far I've been enjoying it. I love the fact that we have a lot of different areas to work with. The city, of course, very unique, which is really good for building. But also then having a snow biome and a desert biome, and then the underground forest as well. Like, it's just really nice to play around with. All right, well, there we go. Fill in this little bit. That one is gonna go. It's not part of the build. Yeah. So I guess that is the little corner there. That's looking nice. Then what I think would be cool for this part, because obviously this is kind of inside, but also, is it inside? It kind of is inside, but I feel like it should still be separate. So what I think we should do is basically build a glass box around it. I think that could be cool. So we'll just follow this through to the end. There we go. Yeah, I think that will be nice. Just to kind of smooth out this whole area and give it a purpose. Because otherwise I feel like the railing is a little bit random if it's just an open hole. And the glass box, I think, is going to be just a nice design piece, I suppose. There we go. All right. Smooth out frame rates. I'm usually quite fine with frame rates, but I do have like the one of the most beefy PC setups, so that helps. It's just Aberration, where I think Aberration itself wasn't ready. They needed the performance update, the light updates and stuff, and they didn't really follow through on that. But yeah, Monarchy is... I'm excited for that, but also on the other side, I mean, I'm just a builder. I just build things. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do all the other stuff, but we'll find out together soon. All right, I like the glass box. Now we need to think about the designs for the rest of these. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna build the wall here, not bother too much about the railing being a little bit further back. And with this part of the build being still quite intact, I think what we probably will just do at first is just make just a glass window, a big window, because I think that's just going to be nice, right? Yeah, and then probably that's going to be metal. And then we'll follow this one through. All the way to the other side. Yeah, I feel like there should be a metal one here. Although I kind of would like to see the natural part of here. Is that going to be possible? Yeah, we can make that work. Right, we'll just do it like this. And we'll have a nice big window to enjoy our views here from the ruin. There we go. Because, yeah, I mean, a ruin build is always about keeping as much of the original structure. And we're going to be doing a lot of building on top for the design-wise things. So that's going to be exciting. What's the monarchy event about? Well, it's a couple of weeks surviving on a world with, I think, 60 plus creators. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be racing to find myself a decent base spot to build, because obviously I'm still going to be building. Then there's usually a bunch of shenanigans involved, raiding each other to try and paint and cut haircuts, you know, that you don't want. So I think mostly that's in good fun, and obviously it's going to be centered around the cause as well. That's going to be fun. So yeah, we'll see. We'll find out if I'm also a decent survivor next to the building. But otherwise, you know, I'll find my little corner and just build. All right, let's fill in some more of the foundations, at least to about this corner, so that we can at least build up the rest of this part of the ruin. But yeah, this is gonna be a giant base by the time that we're done with it. There we go. Yeah, dude, if you manage to build this base, you're not gonna run out of space anytime. Just never. There's no way. There we go. Let's see. You mentioned we hit structure limit, even on unofficial. That would be crazy. All right, we'll also make a window here. There we go. And we kind of just need this to go all the way up. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we could just all survival in here together. This is big enough for all of us. Yeah, you definitely, if you have a lower limit, you definitely want larger walls. For sure. There we go. Should be able, I kind of just want to, oh, nope. We have to do something there, because that's going to be a little bit awkward otherwise. But for the rest of it, I think, yeah, we want a big window, obviously. This part is intact, so we'll keep it simple. We have plenty of other structures still to do. Let's see. So I think probably what we would just want to do is build in the corner like this. There we go. Yeah. I think that is probably fine. And then we have, well, a part of the build in place. And I guess for this part, it's probably also just going to be mainly a big window. We might even want a quarter one, although, you know what, for this corner, I think we will just go with the metal corner. There we go. That seems about right. And then we'll just have a nice big window again. Because this is still somewhat intact. And we might as well enjoy it. Yeah, well, we do lose the roof here. This is the first part where that's gonna happen, but for now, that's not gonna be our problem yet. I feel like that's the problem for figuring out the next floor of this build. There we go. So for now, we're just gonna end it like this, which should give us a pretty decent window. And then we'll do whatever we do once we get to the top layer, but that might be a while because this is a big base. No, this is random. Got smithing part won't let me smith anything. I'm not sure what it could be. I have not had that issue. All right, so we have geez, what is this? It's not even nothing. We have nothing. Well, we have a big. No, we actually have quite a lot already with the garage, everything down there. Oh, that's the wrong gate. There we go. So yeah, this would be our door, I suppose, and you enter through the garage slash dino pen, whatever. So we'll add in the railings because we want to be safe. And for now, I've just been building everything out of metal because I will most likely just use some skins to make it look nice. I think. Just some free custom cosmetics. Although you could definitely also just build it out of stone or something like that. A stone and wood build could look quite cool here as well. All right. Well, we have the entrance to the base. Which, honestly, we could just wall this off and you would have a pretty cool base already. I guess this is the part where we start filling in the rest of the foundations for this layer. See how far we can get without being interrupted by holes in the ground and stuff. So far, that seems all right. I'm gonna have a big job ahead of me, just clearing out all the little bushes and trees and I don't know, crystals probably. But for now, we'll just one at a time fill in the floor. There we go. We will see how much of this we can incorporate, but we should be on the same grid as the level below, so no matter what, we should be able to just connect with ceilings, even if it's a big gap. There we go. Jeez. Well, maybe not that one. That will look weird. There we go. It's a little bit of a of a random gap, but it's fine. You know what? Why not? We'll use every bit that we can get, right? Every single little bit. Hello there, welcome in. But yeah, I should be able to fill it in. Let's get rid of this tree because it's poking right through where we're going to be building right now. We can get rid of this tree now as well, because these are actually sticking out all the way through. All right, so let's take out the metal ceiling and we should be able to fill in this gap. I mean, we honestly also could do some glass ceilings if you want to like kind of take a look at what is below. Could actually be fun. Maybe we can make some kind of rectangle shape, because we probably don't want the random shape to be glass, but you know, maybe that could be glass so you can see your tames below. And then perhaps this could be glass, so we can see tames. All right, metal, glass, ceilings. There we go. Yeah, why not? You know, might be really nice, right? To be able to see some of your tames. Breaks up the floor a little bit. Gives it some unique features. We might as well. It's a big home anyway. There we go. Also, yeah, we can see, well, now we see just trees because I didn't clear the the other area yet, but it will be fine eventually. Okay, so should we start filling in this entire room now? Jeez, it is a big room, isn't it? Okay, well, let's just start filling it in part by part. Damn, there's definitely still a lot of shrubbery growing here. So we'll just fill this all in. Hello there, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we'll cover this all. There we go. And we'll connect it all the way around. There's going to be a lot of foundations in this. Honestly, this is such a giant build. And people like to blame me for building big. This ruin is giant. I definitely don't think there's a way you can do this entire build on official. You probably have to just pick some parts. Because this is a lot of layers. Lots of layers. But I mean, the good thing is we might even be able to fit in the freaking cloning thing. So that's normally the biggest structure that you can't fit anywhere. I think we might be able to fit it multiple times in here. There we go. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Jeez. Well, we still have all that to go. Slowly but surely, we need to start thinking of where the staircase to the next layer would be. And I'm thinking it would be somewhere around here. Because, well, there used to be like a natural balcony here. So that we kind of want to follow that probably and restore that a little bit. But for now, yeah, let's just make sure that we fill in this entire layer with the foundations. And then we can start working on, maybe focus on getting all the layers in. Even though I am more and more getting worried that even on unofficial, I might hit the structure limit. But I guess there's only one way to find out. Because this is a lot of foundations that we're placing today. There we go. Fill it all in. Jeez. There we go. That's looking good. Can fill in this part. We're getting there. We're slowly but surely getting there where this whole structure actually will have, well, this layer of the structure will have the foundations. I think this will be the biggest layer. So yeah, hopefully we can just manage with the foundations. But yeah, this will definitely give us plenty of space for everything. If I want to start some kind of crazy breeding projects, I guess this is where I would do it. This is definitely where the space would be. There we go. All the way till the end. And we have those little rooms there. To be honest, there's a lot of room for dino storage here as well, but obviously not every tamer can reach this layer. There we go. I guess, well, yeah, we might as well just fill these in as well. Do we stick out? We do not stick out anywhere, so we can just fill it all in. Although, no, I think that's fine. All right, well, we'll fill these in as well. I'm not sure what we'll use all these rooms for, by the way, but yeah, we have them. All right, I think, oh, nope, there's one more room that we forgot here. There we go. But I think other than the big structure to the side, that should be it. Yes, it should be. Hello there, Dragon King. Welcome in, welcome in. Well, I'm glad you like them. That is the goal. Just trying to do as many crazy builds that hopefully will help some people with coming up with some ideas of their own, or just, I mean, using some of the designs in your bases. Let's see. We want to make sure that whatever we do, we once again connect the grids, and we can actually do that right like this. Is that too high? I don't know. This might be fine. It's just as high as the the little balcony railing that was there, but we don't have to use that. Could just use this. There we go. Oh, I have a lot of cosmetics installed. But we haven't gotten to that part yet. That will take a while before we get there. But what I usually do is I, once in a while, just go into the mod menu, search for custom cosmetics, and just see what's new, and then try them out, see if I like them, and then remember those for when I start a new build. I'm like, okay, I could use these new custom cosmetics that I've seen. All right, there we go. But yeah, the modern structures one is definitely the one I've used the most so far. Okay, well, that's good. I feel like we could almost get away with just doing this to kind of hide this whole railing altogether. And now the grids should be, well, they're not currently linked, obviously, because I just destroyed the wall, but they should still line up. So I think this could be a good spot to kind of make a little wall. Where would the staircase be? Well, what I could do is have 2 quarter ceilings, then have 2 normal ceilings. That could be where the staircase goes. Or do I want to have a bigger staircase? I don't know. There we go. This should... Why doesn't it give me foundation support? I am connected. Why oh why? Alright. I think... Well, let's see if we can actually build the stairs. Yeah, these stairs are fine. They have foundation support. There we go. Because I feel like a big staircase, we might as well, right? Do I really have to build up another layer here? Just so I can get my foundation up here too? There we go. So yeah, what I would do probably is this. And I can still not do it. Hello there, Ellie. Welcome in, welcome in. This is weird. I really thought this would work. Well, I guess I disconnected now the support again. And I suppose the wall would go here for the staircase. Why is it not giving me support? Please. Do I need to add some pillars? Is that the secret? The heck? Well, this will definitely help. We'll just bring it in closer. And there we go. So now that I'm seeing this, I feel like the stairs should start one further back. Just because that makes more sense. So yeah, I think we do like that. Okay, I don't know why the one spot is giving trouble. Is it, oh, is it because I'm building not necessarily connected to the same grid? I don't know, man. But that might be it. Okay, so we might need to change this up a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so normally this is where things would just be happening like this, and that would line up. Right? That is totally fine. And there's a lot of different ways that we could add a staircase here, but perhaps the easiest way is like this. Hopefully, oh god, hopefully this time we're doing it right. It's, again, no supports. I don't get this. Okay, we'll remove those. And what happens if I start from down here? Wait, it lines up different. Oh, wait, I remember now. I should have thought about this. This isn't great. So obviously we do not want to start it there because of the railing that we've hid with a quarter ceiling. So either we just kind of get rid of this part because it kind of ruins what we're trying to do. There we go. Because now this should be able to... Oh, it's still not. But this is... Wait. Yeah, that is. No, it's fine. Don't know if we want the staircase to be this big. But we certainly can. I mean, I kind of think we do need the staircase this big just because of how much space we have in this build. It needs to be big. Okay, so the side of the staircase, obviously, we're going to turn that into a wall. Just so that we can divide up these rooms a bit. Because that's what we're going to need to do. There we go. I mean, obviously we might have some secret doors here. Although I very much doubt that we need the secret doors. Hello there, Totem. Welcome in. And there we just fill this in. No, there's no ceilings in this area. Okay, so this is just going to be some dividing walls, and we like to make these walls a little bit thicker because we have way too much space in this build. And even though this costs us a little bit of structures, I think in the end it's going to be worth it because, well, we need to get rid of some structures. I guess the only downside to this is that I've now created this little ledge, but that is fine. Actually, we could do that cool design that we did at the other build as well. Like the little... Well, I say that as I just fill in this wall. Anyway, maybe we should fill in the wall for now just to get the shape of the build. Yeah, this is definitely a mega tribe build. There's so much space. All right, anyway, we've got our giant staircase up. We've got a little bit of dividing walls, which is definitely a good thing, creating a little bit of shape into this build that we'll later start to figure out what to do with. Yeah, I guess that's just gonna be I don't know what is it going to be. I guess actually I probably shouldn't have built the wall all the way out here. But I should have just built it into the stairs. Because structures saving. And it's going to be a bit weird to have this wall in the middle of the room. So we'll just take these out. And instead we can just fill in the sides like this. That's probably going to be better. So we just have the crazy staircase and then, you know, railings around, blah, blah, blah. That's what we need. All right. Time to figure out the next layer. There's a big gap in here. Just to test. Yeah, we should have foundation support everywhere. I don't think we're going to fill it all in because that's just too much work. And also, we don't need the space. So let's make this make sense, right? Let's think about the shapes that we build. So this one, obviously, we can take out probably that far before taking that in like here. And then, oh, there is a balcony out there. There we go. These line up pretty nicely. So we have these little indents again. Oh, and then this is going to be interesting because, well, yeah, there's a slight raise in the ruin. Yeah, I honestly don't know if you need this much space. Well, you definitely don't. But I guess a lot of people are interested in building here because I got a lot of comments about rebuilding this one. But yeah, you definitely have a big build in front of you if you try to attempt what I'm doing now. All right, let's see. So we need a little staircase to the next layer. Is this the height that we want to go for? Like, does that work? That does seem to work. Although for some of the rubble that might not work, but we'll just figure this out for now. So, oh god, we're gonna have that little weird corner again, right? Let's stay clear of the weird corner with a little bit more space. Just to be sure, right? We don't need to anger the weird little corner. All right. Let's see how big. A Dreadnoughter's base. I'm gonna admit instantly, I've not even taken a look at those guys yet. I've seen them, but that's about it. I didn't really look at the saddle or anything yet. You know, the issue for me with platform bases is you kind of have to make the early choice, right? If you're doing a build, especially since I tend to do tutorials for most builds. If I do the Dreadnoughter's base, I have to decide beforehand, am I going to do it on the official settings, which usually means that you can't build a lot inside of those builds on platforms, or are you going to higher the rate, you know? So, yeah. All right, well, I feel like the foundation that I'm laying down on this part of the roof, that could have been someone's base quite easily, and you wouldn't even have a small base. But somehow, this is just going to be one of the rooms. Just one of them, you know? Just one of them. Just a slight, small portion of the build. You guys are gonna drive me insane from building. I mean, to be honest, I was already planning on doing the build anyway before the comments, but... oh man, I totally forgot. There's another layer on the other side. Jeez. Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big base. Oh my god. How many times are we gonna say big, giant? What other words have you been saying to describe this base? But yeah, those words we're gonna say a lot. There we go. I'm definitely starting to get convinced that there's little chance that we're actually gonna finish the build in the same stream, because I want to keep some of my sanity, you know, but that's not too bad. That's all right, because then we'll just continue another day, right? That's fine. But for now, we still have some time left. We can definitely still do some building, but just, you know, the sheer size, I don't know if it's going to be possible in one day. Okay, so we have these stairs. I kind of think I want to... There we go. So I think we do these stairs here. Then we can kind of just continue it like that. Do we build that in? I guess we can build this in. There we go. That is fine. And then I guess the real decision we need to make is where do we go for the other room? But this might be it. Okay, let's see. That's pretty high, isn't it? But that is definitely going to be too low. Yeah, I spent 3 hours placing foundations. Pretty much. The downside is... I think we might have to... I'm going to just replace the same things. Because I feel like having the stairs here would be really nice. You know, it would make sense. Design-wise. So I guess we're just going to have to accept these. Otherwise, I'm going to have to overlap the stairs into the build. But I kind of would prefer to keep things simpler this time. Well, I guess not. Guess that isn't the one. Okay, well, now of course we're gonna get the other interesting part is we have a whole other floor, but at least we've been able to connect the foundation, so that's gonna be fine, whatever we decide to do there. We have a balcony here, but we've already kind of reached that with foundations too. So just as a quick little break, a little summary of what we have to work with size-wise. We have this perfectly good base where the rhinos are. That's gonna actually be the most exciting part of the build. That's where we have the most freedom to build something really cool, and that's where I have like already a cool design in mind. Then we have this part of the build, which also allows us a little bit more freedom. We have a little bit more walls here already, which will take away from the freedom. And the biggest thing will be, what are we going to do about the giant hole in the middle? Are we just going to build over that, connect everything up? That are the decisions that we need to make, but that will add a lot of structures as well. Then we have this balcony. We have this whole little corner here that we can still lay foundations down that we've already somewhat connected to what we've got going on. Then we have this side where I think all I'm going to build here is like a little hallway into the other build. I think on this layer at least we'll leave this gap open. But yeah, this is going to be big. And then we have this side building. The only thing that I want to see if we can do is see if we can connect this still with staircases as well. So there's an optional other route for you to take to the next layer. But yeah, and then of course, well, we can't really forget about the giant basement garage that we have down here too, because there's definitely a lot of space here as well. We can have multiple cars, garages and everything down there, and dinos, whatever, you name it, we can fit it in the base. So yeah, this is escalating, isn't it? All right, let's see if we can in fact connect these layers up as well. So if I bring out my foundations, which line up perfectly by the way here, it's gonna look, yeah, some glass ceilings showing off the holes, but honestly, if I'm gonna leave this open, I'm not even gonna put a ceiling in there, because that's just gonna waste a lot of structures. And even though I have a way higher limit, of course, than official, we are like twice the limit, I still feel like we could hit the limit, and I wouldn't really be surprised if I get the message like too many structures, like you can't place anything. Like that wouldn't be surprising right now, right? I mean, it definitely should not be surprising. So yeah, this is escalated to a scale where we might very realistically get that message anytime. So yeah, we want to make sure that we can make it into a nice build, right? We don't have to make it bigger than is necessary, because it's already way too big. Oh, this is insane. I've gone mad. There we go. So yeah, this is probably, we want to make this too wide at least, and then we'll see over here how big this is going to be. Yeah, I think that's plenty. So this is going to be like a walkway. The big stairs end in the walkway, and then it goes off to two sides. Maybe it was a little bit of craziness to build it this big, but hey, it's not that big. Deal with it. There we go. Then we want to get rid of the crystal, but you need the space. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can breed dreadnoughts in here, I suppose. I guess that's what we can do in here. We definitely have the room now. Definitely have the space, right? There we go. Get all the crystal. So much crystal. Do I have it all? I think so. No, don't whistle. There we go. So we can fill in this last bit there. Oh god. There we go. So yeah, we'll have a walkway there. We have this walkway, and then there's some spaces. The big gap in the middle will stay open. It's gonna be such an annoying shape we're creating to build something nice out of on the top layer. But we'll succeed. Eventually, this will look cool. We gotta do it for the thumbnail. Okay, we need to figure out the stairs now. This is, well, now actually I need to fill in the bottom layer so I have the foundation. This is fine. This is fine. You know, I'm not going insane. So yeah, just in in case that this is in fact going to be 2 streams, which most likely it is going to be, because I wasn't really planning on doing like 4-hour plus stream. So yeah, don't want to hit the 4 hours again, because I want to have a little bit of sanity left, and I want to have some time to edit before it's like 2-3 a.m. because my watch is keeping track of my sleep, and the average sleep timer is getting worse and worse. So you know, I need to save myself a little bit. In that case, we'll probably continue the build, not tomorrow, but like maybe in a day or two. So we have a little breather from this build, and we can get back at it with like fresh energy. Because that's honestly probably better than trying to rush through to the end. And yeah, maybe turn it into something that we're not quite as happy with, right? But we'll see. You know, maybe we'll have a breakthrough after we've placed these last foundations. And it's gonna go so quick that we don't even know what hit us. But yeah, I think there's still so many foundations and structures to place that it might be a while before we can finish this build. There we go. I want to take out all these. Probably a better way to do this. I know there's commands to destroy like everything, but I'm a little hesitant using those because I don't want to destroy everything. I only want to destroy what's in my way, because yeah, if it's not in my way, I want to keep it around. It's nice little details. Oh, I guess there's some crystals here, but we'll leave those for now. We just want the support. Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting there. Foundations placed. If that was a statistic we could look at, man. Whew. And technically we also still need to fill that in, but for now I'm gonna leave that just to save myself a few structures for now, because that's so many placing blocks, because there's a whole little ledge that we need to still add. There we go. We're starting to get there. Foundation support in the big room. I mean, geez. Honestly, what am I even gonna do with the decorations for this base? This thing is huge. I'm just gonna have to have a bunch of dinos inside, because otherwise there's no reasonable way that you decorate this unless you have like 10 industrial forges or something, or steam forges, just to kind of use all the space that you've got available. There's just so much of it. There we go. The daytime. Okay, so now we should be able to add in ceilings. And I feel like we'll connect like this. I don't think I'm gonna like fill this entire layer in. Honestly, I don't know what I would use the space for. So we're gonna save it for now. We're just interested in adding a staircase down. Just like that. I mean, you can have 5 functional bases inside of the space that this base has. I'm pretty sure. All right. There we go. We'll fill this in. And I guess that kind of creates the doorway into this room. There we go. And then probably we'll add a nice gateway, right? Might as well. So that's one entrance. Okay. Do we also add the stair here? I feel like we don't really need it. I mean, we could, of course. Let's see. That's about how far I would take it, because then we could add at least this could be maybe another floor, right? Because we have a big tall window in the front. So I wouldn't mind having like a little room here. Yeah, you could definitely have a few different bases in here. All right, let's see. If I do the staircase, do I run into the other staircase? I do not. We still have a little bit of room. I actually think that I'm gonna push them one closer. Because then we have an even number there, you know, that feels right. There we go. So yeah, staircases leading into each other, and then we have this room. Yeah. I think I probably just want a wall in here as well. Because we already did that over there. I feel like that's... Might as well, because... Yeah, we might turn this into a room, right? So then I feel like that makes more sense. And then I think we want to take this wall down. So that we can, once again, create some rooms here. There we go. And then we can fill in the gate. So yeah, we have two entrances there. We have a separate room in here. And then I think this is just going to have like a glass wall something. And then honestly, what we probably would do, just have another entrance there. And then that would be a little room, I think. And then we have two stairs, big staircases coming down, meeting each other. So that is this kind of area taken care of a little bit. Kind of want to take out these and have walls instead, maybe. There we go. Yeah, why not? All right, so we have this layer now. Now, of course, we're getting closer and closer to the fun part, and that is finishing the foundations and actually being able to freely design the build. And I think what I want to do is I kind of just want to get to that level. So I think I'm going to have to just fill in all the foundations just so that we create every bit of support that we can get up there. And then we can start hopefully figuring out some kind of design for the top. So yeah, I guess that is the plan. Not sure about this part. I guess that's gonna have some quarters again. Perhaps. There we go. Fill in these. Okay, do we want a layer of this? I mean, I guess we can. Can't really hurt here, because that's basically just like a balcony looking out on the other area. And then we have actually a good balcony here on the outside. Let's see how that ends up looking. Oh, looks like we're gonna go right on the edge, which unfortunately does get rid of some of these lights. But I guess it does give us a pretty substantial balcony to work with and create our own little touch for. There we go. All right. Almost there for this layer, I think. I mean, I feel like these windows have now all become just doorways. All right, well, that's going to be a big balcony, that's for sure. Hello there. Hello there. I play on a boosted server, and when Ragnarok comes, I don't know if I should save the underwater mushroom cave or the big castle in the desert. What do you prefer? I don't know, man. It's been a long time since I've played Ragnarok. A Titan monitoring station. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's right next to where the Titan spawns, so I would say it's a safe bet to think it's got something to do with Titans. Oh man, this is... It's definitely giant, so it feels like Titan is nice. Well, yeah. I can't wait for the 5.5 update, but... We've already been waiting so long, and now they're gonna skip to a different version. I just hope that they actually get it out sometime reasonably soon next year, and not like wait for like 3 more maps or something. All right, so we got the balcony now. We got the foundations in for this layer. I'm thinking, just looking at this needs to be a little bit wider, so I think I'm gonna make it this wide instead, because otherwise it looks a little bit silly being that thin. So yeah, we'll fill in these so that this hallway is a little less thin here. There we go. All right, awesome. All right, and now the big challenge is gonna almost arrive. We have one more layer to lay foundations in, and then we can finally start to design the shape of the building here at the top, which is gonna be the most exciting part. At least I think that's gonna be the most exciting part. Oh, no, why is this lower? Well... I think... Oh no, why? Why? Okay. We honestly don't need to include that piece in the design. It can just be a balcony or something. Right. I think. Maybe, hopefully. Okay, let's see if we can fill in this layer. Let's hope for the best. And let's see. Well, that's not gonna work, but we can use quarters there if we need to. Hopefully. That's not gonna work, so we'll need more quarters. Damn, that's gonna be a lot of quarters again. I might be able to get away with that. Nope, almost, but not quite. Okay, well, looks like we still have a tiny gap between the actual wall and my foundation. But that's fine. Okay. Design-wise, I'm just trying to imagine what kind of shape I can actually build to somewhat connect these two builds. And I'm honestly not too sure. All right, let's see. We want to just at least kind of lay out where the foundations are going to go. That one should be fine. Awesome. That should all be fine as well. All the way to the back. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. This is all a lot easier. And we can just fill in the foundations all the way around to the end. And then, of course, we need to figure out how far this is going to go for. Well, we'll push it one back. So yeah, does that line up? It does. Okay, well, obviously I can't have foundations everywhere here, so now the fun part is gonna begin again. We're gonna have the constant zigzag of foundations. There we go. Oh, nope. All right. So pretty messy foundation up there, but it's all right. Yeah. Yeah, let's hope the engine update. I mean, I'd rather them, you know, postpone it and make it work well when it releases than rush it out. All right, we kind of need to start figuring out some proper shapes, because as you can see, this is a giant mess. So I want to start figuring out some kind of design. I think it's going to start here on this side of the building, and I'm going to kind of bring that over to the other side. So what I'm thinking is we'll need windows for sure. And then 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay. Think we can get away with one more on this side, which would make it even. And that is usually a little bit easier to work with than uneven numbers, so that's what that's what's gonna be the idea, I think. And then for this side, I think I'm only gonna go 3 high, because let's be honest, actually we're gonna only go 2 high, because let's be honest now. Let's think about what the design is. No, 2 high is gonna be plenty, because it's gonna go all the way over to the other side. Because I have an idea, and I don't know how well it's gonna work within the world of ARK, but we're gonna give it a go, right? Okay, so oh well, this is already great because I can't do the corner. That's perfect. I guess that means this needs to be pushed back 1. Of course, because we're limited by the Titan zone being too close to us. Which is really weird, because you would think... I think this server is on PvP settings, so it really should work. Yeah, I'm gonna add another layer to this, you know? It's gonna be great, right? Okay, so the idea that I had, I don't know how reasonable this is, because this might get way too tall if we want to use it with vanilla structures. Yeah, that's gonna get way too tall. I should not do triangle roofs. Don't do triangle roofs. It doesn't work. You know, this is the point where I really don't like being limited by normal ARK, because of course we do have ramps, but we do not have any walls in normal ARK that fit ramps, which is insane. Why, wildcard? Please add them next time. Please. I need them in my life. I can't work like this. I can't work like this. Well, that kind of changes things. That does kind of change things. Well, I guess... Okay, wait, let's see. If I clear out a few of these, and then of course get rid of the glass, how far could we take these out? Alright, that's a decent amount. Let's take it down 1. Alright, let's see. Well, let's take it down another 1. Okay, so maybe this is the design we start for this part of the build. And this seems to actually be just exactly the layer or the roof or the foundation of this layer, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, quarter walls, quarter stuff I try to stay away from on this scale, because it will just escalate with the amount of things we need to build. So, but I think at least having that at the end is quite nice. Then I think we want to have a bit of a proper wall in here before probably going to into a bigger window right there. And then actually probably I'd wanna expand this a little bit. There we go. And then this is gonna be one of the rooms, right? So there we go. That's like a tiny little office in there. Even though it's connected to the balcony, I think we still want to make those separate rooms. That also means that we need a design for this part here, because that is kind of outside now. But I think what we'll probably do is just do it like that. And then just fill it in back to the structure. There we go. You know, just nice and simple. Of course, the only downside of this is that we kind of, yeah, we do kind of want to have the overlap to the outside, but then we can't do it there. So I guess that's fine, because we definitely want to have a beam so that it looks like this is being supported. You know, the signature beam is back. But I feel like in this case we do need that. There we go. Oh man, this is gonna be an insane base. The size of this is, it's gonna be mental. Okay, well, I think this we definitely want to take some away, because we're gonna need some space to turn into a nice design. And then of course we need to take away these, just like that. And okay, let's see. So we have 4. Maybe that's where we add in another support beam. And then another one here. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make that here. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, might be tight on this one, to be honest. Oh no, I guess this wouldn't actually have that layer. There we go. That looks all right. Okay, let's continue this through. So far, so good, I think. You know, it's finally starting to become somewhat of a build now. But it's definitely, it's going to be huge, isn't it? I guess we can just connect this all the way up, because for some reason this lines up exactly with the height of the building, which means that we're gonna get a giant build. But I'm now really fearing for my life. We're definitely close to hitting the build limit, I feel like. So we'll just hope for the best, I suppose. So that's where the staircase will go up. We'll have to figure out some kind of design that's gonna work for up there. But yeah, we definitely we're gonna have such a big base. Oh jeez. Well, did we mention that you're not gonna run out of space in this one? Because I just think you might not run out of space in this one. Okay, I feel like we kind of need to just at least fill in this so that the yeah, the build is at least going to be a square. On the inside, it's a little bit easier to manage. I don't know if we will have any connection. I kind of want to make a connection here. I mean, that is probably enough to connect these. And why not? I might as well. Okay. So yeah, then I definitely feel like we can leave the middle of this open. That feels alright. And if we have a layer of ceilings there, we can make that a straight line too. I feel like that's quite nice. Although maybe what we'll do is add another one so that it lines up with the stairs. There we go. So yeah, we have a big square that is open in the middle. That is totally fine. And then I guess we need to start adding in the floors for this layer for sure now. But slowly but surely, I think a building is starting to form. I'm not quite sure how we're going to make this into something cool because it's so big. But we'll try, and we'll just pray that we somehow avoid the limit. But I mean, we will see. We will see what happens. There we go. Yeah, I guess we just have to fill in this layer too. Oh, I actually think I might have a cool idea for the middle of the build. Not sure if that's going to save much on the structures, but it could be really cool. Well, we're back at Foundation Simulator. I mean, I dare someone to calculate how many foundations I've placed today. Jeez. There we go. So that's most of the foundation is in place. We're getting there. I mean, I guess I could just leave the roof as is and not build anything on top here. I mean, I honestly probably should focus on finishing the rest of the layers before I add more on top. Although the most fun part, of course, is building here on top, because this is where we get to be creative. But I do think that we probably need to focus on making sure that all the walls and stuff are in place for the base before we start, you know, adding potential designs on top here. Because even though it would be really cool, it might also mean that we can't build the walls in anymore. And, well, we kind of need the walls before we build anything else, right? Okay, so over here, I feel like I need a wall in there. Okay, so okay, we'll fill in these gaps. We kind of just have to fill in something so that we can't see the outside anymore. You know, just like this. I mean, I could always change the structure limit, yes, but then I know that means pretty much no one is going to be able to. Now, at least unofficial would still be able to try and copy this crazy design. Otherwise, no one can. Okay, there we go. So is that just gonna be like that, or do we really want to give the whole treatment like that? I mean, can't hurt to have a little extra design line there. That is now closed off. And then probably we should just do the same here. But of course it's not going to allow me everywhere. Well, it will look closed at least, and then we're going to need... Well, I guess we can't fill all of it. But there we go. Put those stairs in at least. Well, actually, we might want to wait with the stairs on, or the railings on this side. Why am I deleting the stairs? I don't want to delete the stairs. Okay, so we've got the whole top filled in now. Okay, then we kind of just need to square it out, which I think for this one means that we'll go this far, one further maybe. Then this one is already one further than there. So we would fill it in up till here, perhaps. Feel like that makes sense. Yeah, but the way the structure limit works is it's in an area. So if you build a lot of layers above each other, as I'm doing right now, that is when you're more likely to hit the limit. If you spread it out, you get away from the limit. Because the limit is calculated from one point, and then how many structures are within the range, basically. All right. Well, anyway, this feels reasonable-ish. At least we're getting to some shapes that we can probably make into a design, which is kind of the whole goal. So for now, let's take a look at adding in a few of these builds and these windows to make sure that they are looking nice. So that's going to just be a full window, and then this might at least start with some metal there, and then I think we'll do another nice big window there as well. Lovely. And then we have a big balcony, of course, to work with, which we're probably keeping simple. So let's take a look at these layers, because of course these we also probably want to have some windows in, right? So do we do it like this? I can probably just have the pillar go up, and then we don't need a window there, but we can fill in the whole window a little bit more than the window. Should I have a bit of metal on top? There we go. Fill in the pillars. And then, yeah, probably just want to fill that in as well. So I have a nice window here. We want to make sure that we want to fill in this. So yeah, we're basically gonna create a frame and then have the windows inside of those. So that's quite nice. That's no window. And then I guess these ones are a little bit more tricky again. Doesn't really seem to want to let me place a window there. I mean, we could always just leave one open. No one would know. You could fly in. Because otherwise I have to have like a pillar in the middle, which I don't particularly like. Although I could do a hidden one. There we go. Maybe like that. And then we can still have a nice window. Oh, well, if it blends into the structure, we might as well make a full window out of it. So that we have some variation. Maybe that's actually weird that there's variation in there. No, it's fine. All right, so we have those walls placed. That's good. So for this layer, we're starting to get there. We need that wall. And we need this side, but this one is a little tricky by itself because of the shape. And then we have, of course, this one. But this one is actually very easy because that's pretty much just filling in a giant window. Do we have metal glass? Do we have a tall wall? No, we do not. Well, I guess that's just going to be a bunch of windows. But yeah, you definitely want just a big, nice window in this side, I would say. Oh, this is huge. There we go. There we go. That should be the entire window there. And I guess that's kind of the side of the build. Then we have a window over here. It is the next layer, but I mean, we might as well, whilst we're working on this side. Guess it doesn't really want to go in there. not? Why are you not letting me snap to the right one? Well, let's take out these quarters then, because it's just wasting. Wasting some space. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not able to get any structure in there. Okay, well, I need some quarter ceilings, I think. Because obviously what we want is just a window like this. That's all we really need. There we go, now it allows me. What the heck? Why did that part fall down, but the rest did stay? Well, okay. Apparently it has no foundation support. That is certainly very interesting. Wait, did I somehow manage to create a new grid just for the window? I did. Okay, well, that's fine. We figured it out. It's just attached to the roof now. That's fine. All right, we have a window there. Perfect. That is one taken care of. So that is done. I guess what is left is this wall, and then the more difficult wall we'll save for the last. All right. So what we want is a window in here. Actually, here on the side, I probably do not mind having a bit of metal come through. Actually, this is one further than I thought it would be. There we go. If we bring that up and we bring this up. I mean, I guess we just make this a little wider. And then we'll just make this into metal so we can have a tall window down here, but now we should be able to take these out. There we go. That's good. So yeah, we do have a big window for this layer, and then we have that division to the next one, and then probably I will add some pillars and beams. There we go. Yeah, that's all right. And then this we can honestly just connect up to this layer, but yeah, I mean, I guess we're bringing these out a little further than I thought. Because, well, that's just the way this wall works, and it's easier just to connect it all, I think. Okay. There we go. We'll make this in another window. Perfect. And then we've reached the top layer there. That's good. So I guess at least for this, I would say we want at least this little overhang on the side. That doesn't look too bad. So we have all those windows filled in. Now we just need to figure out this part. And then we're really getting somewhere. We might actually get this done somewhat. So I think the first row definitely is just going to be metal walls all the way across. And there might be some quarter pieces here. There we go. And yeah, we'll probably want to make this wall at least 2 high. There we go, just like that. That is perfectly fine. Now this structure kind of goes in, so... And oh, that's not the one. Do I not have the one yet? I guess not. We want this one. But probably this is not the same kind of slope. No, this is way steeper. Although it could be... It could work because, I mean, it's not really going to interfere with anything. And... there we go. Because realistically, that's not interfering with anything, and that's probably going to be the best way to fill it in somewhat. So we'll just fill it in like this. A big glass window. There we go. Continue this now to the other side. There we go. Should all fit in, hopefully. Few misplacements, of course, naturally. That's what I always do. All right. So yeah, we could just kind of fill this up until this structure, and it should all be totally fine. And then that's probably going to be the metal one again, yeah. All the way across. There we go. Yeah, there is a steeper slope roof, but I mean, I'm just using this in case people that want to follow are not using mods. But even the steeper one is probably not going to follow it all the way, or it might be. No, it might fit. But we definitely don't need the space. All right, so there's a window in here. And then here at the end, we'll do another metal one. And then kind of make a little support beam. There we go. One on this side, and then the other side we'll do the same thing. Just support it like that. Why is that not supported? Hate one. It won't let me place these things. Okay, maybe this will help. It does not. Can I just get it there, please? No, I think this will just really not allow me to place it at all. All right, well, then we just have to kind of change it on this side, I suppose. We just turn it into some walls. There we go. That is fine. And then maybe we should just do the same here, just that it looks the same-ish. There we go. So yeah, we have the big window there. That looks quite nice. We have, I think, except that part, of course, that we're building ourselves. I think we've got all the windows and walls in place now, which is kind of impressive. That is taken us a while, but we're getting there. I guess that means that we can now... Oh no, we need to do these. I had an idea for these walls on the inside. Basically, I think what could be really cool is if we just have some internal walls, which basically make sure that we have like a big window on the inside, and then we could even keep a little bit of the middle open, which in turn would save us a few structures like that, right? So that if we have this going on, it's not as bad. There you go. I guess that means that we kind of don't want these. There we go. Is that a hole or just not loaded in? It is actually a hole. Damn. So yeah, we would kind of have some internal walls, although then the middle is still open. So then I would need to cover this up with glass, which is kind of what I was avoiding in the first place. Unsure what to do now. Because for this layer, I feel like it makes sense. Just like this. Because then you could still, like, look out over the inside. I think we'll just give it a go and we'll figure it out. Maybe we could just have a glass ceiling on the first layer. Wait, did I not place something else? Thought I did. But we might have just have like a glass ceiling as well then for this layer. But at least I feel like having the middle open will save me, well, maybe not as many structures as I thought, but it will at least look cool without having to turn it into an even bigger build than it already is. And otherwise, this is also just going to be way big of a room. And now it's going to be kind of divided up because the middle is staying like a big open space. There we go. Yeah, this part is interesting because obviously that is... I guess we have one layer here as well. There we go. That's fine. And then we should be able to make this work once more. Fill in these layers. Yeah, I feel like going for this is nice. And then we could even add in some balconies in the middle of the build. Potentially even like entrances to the build. You could fly inside. There we go. It will at least give us that really cool and unique look, I think. So I think this is gonna be a good choice. All right. So the main thing now is, of course, that, well, there's a gap in the roof. If you didn't notice, there's actually a gap in the roof now. What could we do besides a glass ceiling? A glass ceiling could be nice. Because if I do a glass ceiling, it doesn't make sense to have any entrances whatsoever, but maybe that's fine. But it doesn't really help us with the limit. I do have a landscaping mod, yes. Oh, look at that. We're way clear, man. We're so good. We're so in the limit. We're fine. Wait, this is the middle of the build. We're totally fine, guys. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so then I think we just do the glass ceiling here. So basically this is now a glass box, which makes it a little less useful. But I mean, I don't really see a way where we don't do this. Unless, of course, we do not make it into a glass box fully. What if? Because I don't think I want a glass box. I've thought about it. I don't want a glass box, guys. So what we do instead, yeah, maybe not necessarily an internal garden, although we could make it into an internal garden. But definitely some kind of courtyard. The only thing is that... Wait, there's a gap here? Damn. Imagine finding that out by accident like this. So I think what I at least want to do is create a little overhang here from this layer. So we'll go around just like this. Just to kind of create that little shape going on. There we go. Like the only thing holding us back would be the floors and the fact that we have some like glass ceilings. Oh my god, there's also holes in here. There we go. I feel like it's almost getting dark again. There we go. So yeah, I feel like it would be pretty nice just to kind of continue these designs. So that's going to be one corner. Then this would be one corner. That would be another corner. Because realistically, we don't really have to worry about having enough space on the inside. Okay. So those would be the corners. I think we can make some nice designs around those. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna get some kind of courtyard here, because that does make the most sense, because then you can land big flyers right in the middle of your base, which is kind of nice. So for now, we're gonna create these corner pieces to not just make another big glass wall. We're gonna try to make this a little bit more interesting on this layer. There we go. Just like that. Because that means that this whole gap, this is where you can fly into the base. And now we can just kind of figure out some cool new entrances. Because we have the entrance in the basement, like through the dino part. Where the garage is, well, where the garage is going to be. So it feels like it makes sense to also have a flyer entrance, right? And that will allow us to give a lot more shape to the build, because this whole middle can stay open. Which I think design-wise is just going to be way more exciting. Okay, so how many things are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we do it like this, this could be a giant entrance, perhaps? Well, there we go. That could be a giant entrance, why not? Because it also really helps fill up this part quite easily, instead of having to build that many walls. But it's definitely going to be nice, right? Because that means that we have a very large entrance to enter the base. Because that one is way smaller, of course. There we go. Do we want to do the same thing on the other side? Have another big entrance, even though that goes into a smaller corridor. I mean... might as well, I suppose. So we'll have 2 big entrances. All right, we can both open and close. That's quite nice, I think. All right, and then this part is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's another uneven number, which makes it a lot easier for these types of gates. Don't know if I want another gate though. Don't know if I do. Maybe... we don't really need them. We have 2 big entrances already. So maybe we just do something like this. 2 big windows and then just a bit of wall in the middle. I think could be nice to kind of still break it up a little bit, you know, just not do the same thing as we have on the next layers where we have the big windows. I feel like that makes sense, right? There we go. All right, well, we're slowly starting to get somewhere. We're finally turning it into an actual base instead of just like a big foundation mess. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, we have 2 big windows and a wall in the middle. I feel like that works quite well. And then I think on the other side we just kind of do the same thing, to be honest. So just like this. Fill that wall in. Man, I guess on this side we do the same thing. Oh, nope, not that one. There we go. And then we'll have all pillars. And a proper wall up there. Wait, I forgot. Got some gaps in my pillars. That's not what we want. There we go. So we fill this in. That looks quite nice. So yeah, we have a nice big inner courtyard. We still have these glass ceilings that might not perfectly align with the rest of the structure, but that's more just so that we can appreciate the ruin part still in some places, right? And if we really get we don't like the look, you can just of course make normal ceilings out of them. Easy. But I like the look of this already. This is quite nice. I do think that I want to, for at least for these internal windows, I want to create a little bit more structure for them. So I think I'm going to divide them up a little bit more in sections. There we go. So that's what we're gonna try. So a gap of 2 and then a gap of 4. Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll do the same thing over here. Gap of 2 on both sides. And then a gap of 4. There we go. Yeah, I feel like that just breaks up those big walls a little bit. Creates a little bit more interest there. There we go. That's probably all we need on those sides. Just some extra pillars in there to break it all up. Yeah. I'm kind of happy with this internal courtyard. That is quite good. So that means that will stay. No matter what we build on top, that will always stay. Starting to look good. We can't really make any garden or pond things unless we raise them up. Because this is also the top ceiling of whatever... the garage and the basement below, so we can't completely do that, but we can make some like flower beds basically in there. Okay, so this is where the stairs come up. That's fine. That is totally fine. So I think now probably want to take a look at these this part that we created. There we go. You know, we can fill in some of these. And well, I guess the rhinos are gonna be included with the base. There we go. Just like that. Well, we probably want to break this up a little bit more. Because now it's just one very big window. So maybe after 4. And another 4. I mean, I guess we could just do it like this. Just kind of breaking up that window in sections. That helps a little bit. Yeah. You know, things are starting to come together. And definitely as soon as we start adding like skins and changing the colors of some of these walls, it will also already start to stand out a lot more. There we go. We'll make some of these support beams. All the way back in. There we go. That's looking nice. Some very cold dodos out here. Well, let's fill in these parts. There we go. So yeah, those are going to be your little support ones. Did I rotate them on this one? I think I did, yeah. There we go. Okay, we'll fill these in. And then we might fill this one in just to kind of keep that going the same on both sides. Yeah, I think slowly but surely we're getting a proper build here. It's enormous. That's one thing that's for sure. I feel like decorating this one is going to be an entirely different stream. Yeah. I mean, I don't even think we will finish the whole design in this stream, but that's fine. That means we can do a second one where we finish up the design, but also we can do a little bit of the interior and stuff on the stream as well, because usually I do that at a later time because, you know, there's only so many hours you can focus and build things. And I would also like to still do some editing before going to bed. There we go, just like that. All right. That's not where it's supposed to go. There we go. So yeah, some nice big windows there, but that's what we want. Yeah, that's looking really nice already from that angle. From the side as well, like it's definitely getting a bit of a profile now. We're starting to get to the parts where we've actually had some influence on what it looks like, which is quite good. But I think I think we're gonna call it a day there. We've been streaming for a while. We've got a lot of things done. Let's take a quick little look at what we have so far. We can gather any ideas we have, and then in a day or two we'll continue and we'll finish up the design, because this one is absolutely huge. There's so many layers. Yeah, there's a lot here. So yeah, we have all these layers filled in. I'm still quite happy with the way the garage turned out, and the whole foundation once again is completely connected, so it's all one foundation support, which is good for the upper levels. We've got the big hangar door here to enter the base. We still need to clear out some of the trees in here, but we have a very big dyno plan slash garage that we have here. We can have a bunch of battle rigs in here, and even the biggest tames. We have the big behemoth gates there as well as entrances, which is quite good. I kind of like the fact that we have some of these see-through parts so that we can still appreciate the fact that it was a ruin before, and it's kind of fun being able to look up. And then we have the entrance into the base, well, through the basement. This is the entrance you get over here, and then we have all these rooms. We have a weird little corner over here because of we can't build there because of the Titan. So this is a little garden which I don't think we could even decorate because we're not allowed to place for a lot of this. So we'll see what we can do. We'll try our best, but yeah, we got that little corner, and then we got this huge layer. Even with this giant courtyard that we've now created, this is still so big. There is so much that we can house here. We have all these little segments. I feel like this would be a really good breeding spot as well, maybe from some of the creatures that are small enough to fit in here. Well, even if you uncryo them, you could even have some big tames in here, but you have like different sections, so it feels nice to kind of separate them for some breeding activities. And then we have a big room here with a nice skylight here, which is quite cool. Yeah, looks very cool. Big staircase up to the next layer, which is also still pretty huge here. Definitely a lot of areas here again, and we have some of these separate rooms. We have the entrance to the balcony that we still need to figure out. Yeah, we need to, I don't know what we need. A bunch of things we can house here for sure. Then we have, of course, the side area as well. We have this room. We still need to add some walls to that because that can be a separate room. And then we have, oh man, this is so big, isn't it? There's a whole room down here still. Huge building as well. So yeah. And then, of course, we have a big courtyard, so we can fly in from the top, land down here, drop anything here. We have two giant barn doors, behemoth barn doors here to enter the base from. We have the second level, of course, connecting to this first piece that we have had our own little influence in, which is also another giant base. So I feel like this ruin would definitely be a good one if you would like to breed a lot, because there's so much space in here, so much. And then we have a staircase to this layer where we have the foundation ready. We can definitely build like a whole building still upstairs as well, so that's going to be interesting. Somehow we've not even hit structure limit, so that's cool. We'll figure it out. It might be cool to have a hatch frame somewhere down if we can fit it in. We might be able to fit one in here. I don't know. Could be convenient. We'll see. But yeah. This is giant. I don't know why you would need a base this big, but for all those that have been asking me to rebuild this, we've got started. We will still do a lot. We still have to do skins. We have to finish the top of the build, where I think we can hopefully still do a really cool and creative build. I'm gonna look into thinking of some cool designs for up there, and then we can turn it into a giant base. But yeah, this one definitely a lot bigger than the first one we did, because when we built this, I already thought this was, oh, it's loading in. There we go. That I thought this was a pretty big base. But apparently, it's not that big. But it is very big. It is big. This is a big base. Most people would have enough for just this base, but no. We have a second base now, which is even bigger. And yeah, pretty soon we'll finish it. I don't know exactly when. Not the next stream, because I kind of want to, you know, take a little break from this and focus on something else. But we will finish this in the next 1 or 2 streams. We'll see, a day or two. We'll probably get back to this and work on this and get this finished. And yeah, we will have some more streams the next few days before the year's over. There's still some builds to be made in this year before we enter the new year. And then the new year is going to be very exciting as well. We'll probably start with some build streams, but January 3rd, we're starting the first season that I'm part of Monarchy Thunderdome on Extinction with 60 plus creators, which is going to be insane and hopefully really fun. That will start on, well, I guess exactly in a week it will start. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what that is going to be like for me as a builder, trying to take part in all those shenanigans, and also, of course, still trying to get some cool builds on that server. You know, got to represent. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the stream, of course, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you around in the next video or the next stream. For now, goodbye, and until the next one.